Now don't worry, baby. Now don't you worry. Don't worry, baby. Now don't worry, baby. Now don't you worry. Don't worry, baby.
You gonna wear your producer sunglasses?
Sure.
John, will you put Don't Worry Baby up?
Well, it's been building up inside of me for, oh, I don't know how long. I don't know why, but I keep thinking something's bound to go wrong. But he looks in my eyes and makes me realize when he says, don't worry, baby. Everything will turn out alright. Don't worry, baby. I guess he should have kept his mouth shut when he started bragging about his car. But he can't back down now because he pushed the other guys too far. I make him wanna drive. He makes me come alive when he says, don't worry, baby. Everything will turn out alright. Don't worry, baby.
Yeah, it's cooking.
Nothing's much more Americana than the Beach Boys and country music combined.
I think we always knew that there was a little bit of a country influence in some of the stuff we did.
I told him, baby, when you race today, just take along my love with you. And if you knew how much I love you, baby, nothing could go wrong with you. Oh, what he does to me when he makes love to me and he says, don't worry, baby. Everything will turn out alright. Don't worry, baby. Everything will turn out alright. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry, baby. Everything will turn out alright. Don't worry, baby.
For them to be a part of country music, it's kind of like uniting two great times.
Round, round, get around. I get around. Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round.
Yeah, I have to say Nashville's one of my very favorite places in the United States.
Well, they call us America's Band, but now America's Band gets to sing with other people that sing America's music.
All reinterpretations of songs. We've done everything from 409 to Don't Worry Baby to Warmth of the Sun to Sloop John B.
Everything, it's all been updated. It's more, actually, we sound better today than we did 35 years ago, 34 years ago.
We've been practicing.
Yeah, there's been a few tours. They took a few tours, and they got real good at those songs, you know?
Warmth of the sun.
Willie was the first artist, and we sang The Warmth of the Sun. We got to his studio, and we did the intro just to get a frame of reference.
Oh, we started with intro?
Intro.
Well, that's usually where you start.
2, 3, 4.
And then here's Willie standing back there going, checking all this out with me. Frankly, he made us a little nervous. I know it made Matthew, my son, a little bit nervous.
He made me a nervous wreck because I turned around and Willie Nelson was standing behind me watching me.
And he kind of ambles over and he makes a few takes and they sound perfect.
What good is the dawn that grows into day?
Well, what was it like when he opened up and he sang the first verse of Warmth of the Sun? You tell him.
Well, everybody was blown out. Mike goes, he walks out there and he goes, why don't you watch your phrasing on these couple notes? And he goes,
My love's like the warmth of the sun. It won't ever die.
and Mike goes out there and criticizes his lead. Everybody's cracking up. It's so funny.
If you can just give it die.
Well, let me get the things that I'm getting real easy, and then I'll go back to the ones I'm not getting, and I can punch those back in. All right?
Yeah, I was trying to tell him the way we did it, and then he just threw that out and did it the way he did it, and it came out so fantastic.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes you can hear one and say, well, that's going to be a standard. And of course, when you hear something like The Warmth of the Sun, you know that that's standard quality.
I mean, the impact of that song with Willie singing it was just unbelievable. I mean, I love the original by the Beach Boys because it has a lot of emotional meaning for us. It was written about losing someone you loved, and it was written literally the night before President Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas.
What good is the dawn that grows into day? The sunset at night, or living this way. For I have the warmth of the sun within me at night. The love of my life, she left me one day. I cried when she said, I don't feel the same way. Still, I have the warmth of the sun within me tonight. I dream of her arms, and though they're not real, just like she's still there, is the way that I feel. My love's like the warmth of the sun, and it won't ever die.
What did you say?
I get tears. That's absolutely phenomenal.
Well, I just thought it was a great idea to go in the studio, especially get all those guys back together again.
This seems to have provided a catalyst for the group to come together on songs with which we're intimately familiar.
people started to come forward to do the lead vocals, it was really a lot of fun.
You want to know the first time I met the kids? It was in the Catskills. They knocked them dead. It was the Beach Boy. It was just Brian. The other kids weren't born yet. I'm dingy at this point.
I'm not bragging, babe, so don't put me down. But I've got the fastest set of wheels in town. When someone comes up to me, don't even try. If I had a set of wings, man, I know she could fly. She's a little bit scoop. You don't know what I'm doing. Just a little bit scoop with a flat head lip. But you walk from her like she's standing still. She's part of the lead. She stroked and bored. She do 140 with the top and floor. She's my little bit of scoop. You don't know what I'm doing. She's got a competition clutch with the falling floor. She burns like a kitten till the leg pipes roar. And if there ain't enough to make you flip your lid, there's one more way. I got the pink slip and daddy. I'm coming off the line when the light turns green. She rolled out of the water like you've never seen. I get pushed out of shape. It's hard to steer. Well, I get rubber in all 4 gears. She's my little disc. You don't know what I've done. Look out. She's my little disc. You don't know what I'm a little disc. You know what I got. She's got a competition clutch on the floor. She burns like a kitten till the leg pipes roll. And it ain't enough to make you flip down in. There's one more when she's got the pink slip daddy. Coming off the line when the light turns green. She rolled out of the water like you've never seen. I get pushed out of shape. It's hard to steer. Well, I get rubber in all 4 gears. She's my little loose girl. You don't know what I've got. No, she's my little loose girl. You don't know what I've got. She's my little loose girl. You don't know what I've got.
When I was invited to this, I said, yeah, let me do Sail on Sailor.
Wail on, sailor. Always leading, never bleeding.
No, we just, that time we just do the second half of the bridge.
I'm involved as a fan and as a musician and sort of a musicologist. It's like there's some of the greatest composing and arranging and recording ever done in America.
Hey, Bruce. Bruce, are you da-da-da-da-da? Oh, sail on, sailor.
I'd have to sing it to know if it's...
I believe that's it. Oh, sail on,
sailor.
I've been a Beach Boy fan ever since the first time I heard them. I'm like everybody else.
I rest the water, fight Neptune's water, sail through the sorrow of life's marauder. Sail on, sailor. Caught like a sewer rat, alone but I sail. Roll like a crust of bread, but oh, do I wail. Seldom stumble, never crumble, try to tumble, life's a rumble. Feel the steam, I've been here, never ending, unrelenting. I'm steering, always weary, never caring, persevering. Sail on, sailor.
There it is.
You can't make these songs be what they're not, which is you can't make them not be great.
Our whole career has been a mix of fun and kind of more introspective or melancholy, like In My Room and Don't Worry Baby and the Pet Sounds album with Caroline No.
Where did your long hair go? Where is the girl I used to know? How could you lose that happy
I like the way he sings it.
Which one, Happy Glow?
Caroline, no. Who took that
He was really into the song.
I cried when I heard it.
Yeah, we all did.
used to say you would never change, but that's not true. Caroline, you break my heart. I wanna go cry. It's so sad.
That'll work.
The double work, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We have a mic.
Caroline, why?
It was the Beach Boys and Pet Sounds, but it was really Brian's single, Caroline No, and I think that Timothy sang it beautifully.
The neat thing about Caroline No, on the album version, we didn't really have backgrounds on it, did we?
Or strings.
Yeah. Brian
the
was
Beach
in
Boys.
such a hurry to get the album out that he just said, forget it, meets the guys, you know?
I was just young and restless.
But this time around, we took our time. We actually got some background harmonies, which I think add.
They're on tape
And then-
for posterity.
Sweet thing died.
You're gonna hold it out that long?
Let's do it after this. Hey, guys, we got to get the second. What a mistake. Keep it going, keep it going.
And Jimmy Webb, who did the strings and horns, a fabulous arrangement.
Well, this is an incredible thrill for me. I've always wanted to record with these guys for 30 years now, you know, so maybe I shouldn't date myself that way, but so I finally get a chance to work with these guys. It's just fantastic.
They should be carbon dating us, you know.
Ryan. Caroline No was about a girl. I cannot tell to you which girl that is because it could get back to my wife and she wouldn't understand. Anyway, yeah. So she split on me and I wrote that song. You know, sort of as my farewell to her. Yeah. Farewell song.
Break my heart. It's so sad to watch a sweet thing die. Could I ever find in you again?
this body of work so much. And I thought, a country thing? I don't know. I was trying to add it up in an abstract kind of way. Didn't really make too much sense. But what is actually taking place here is really a fantastic marriage, fusion between country artists and the Beach Boys music. It really, truly, what was that? What was I listening to when I first came in today?
409.
409
Right.
is like
Junior Brown.
Junior Brown.
Junior Brown is fantastic.
He's such a character. When I heard him singing, you know, she's real fine, my 409, it cracked me up.
That record to me is so quaint, and it's so cool, and we got off so bad listening to him play the guitar, and we all jumped up and were applauding and giving him a standing ovation when we heard the first playback of it.
She's real fine, my 409. She's real fine, my 409. My 409. Well, I saved my pennies and I saved my dimes. Giddy up, 409. Before I knew there would be a time. Giddy up, 409. I would buy a brand new 409. 409, 409. Giddy up, 409. Nothing can catch her, nothing can touch my 409, 409. When I take her to the track, she really shines. Giddy up, 409. She always turns in the fastest time. Giddy up, 409. My 4-speed dual quad positive traction 409. 409. Giddy up, 409. Giddy up, 409. Giddy up, 409. Nothing can catch her, nothing can touch my 409, 409.
I've always said for a non-Californian, I love the Beach Boys more than anybody.
We come on the sloop John B, my grandfather and me. Around Nassau town we did roam, drinking all night. Got into a fight, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sails. Call for the captain ashore, let me go home. Let me go home. I wanna go home. Let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Yeah, the poor cook, he caught the fits, threw away all my grits. Then he took and he ate up all of my corn. Sheriff John Stone, why don't they leave me alone? Yeah, yeah. Oh, this is the worst trip I've ever been on. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sails. Call for the captain
Doug Supernaw said, I'd like to do Long Tall Texan. He's from Texas. He's big, and he's strong, and he's tall.
My favorites, all the dark ones like Caroline No, In My Room, all that type stuff was taken, so I just decided to have some fun with it, so I just listened to all my Beach Boys albums. And I was like, there's a song for me to do.
Giddy up. Giddy up. Giddy up. Giddy up. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. He rides from Texas on a big white horse. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. He rides from Texas on a big white horse. Well, people look at me and say, "Rah, rah, is that your horse?" He rides from Texas on a big white horse. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I wear a 10-gallon hat. He rides from Texas with a 10-gallon hat. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I wear a 10-gallon hat. He rides from Texas with a 10-gallon hat. But people look at me and say, "Rah, rah, is that your hat?" He rides from Texas with a 10-gallon hat. Well, I was walking down the street with my shiny badge. My spurs jingled down at my feet. Well, I seen a man coming with a gun. I just can't be beat. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. He rides from Texas on a big white horse. Well, I'm a long, tall Texan. I ride a big white horse. He rides from Texas on a big white horse. And people look at me and say, "Rah, rah, is that your horse?" He rides from Texas on a big white horse. Yeah, people look at me and say,
"Hey, Supernaw, is that your horse?"
He rides from Texas on a big white horse.
You guys seem to be getting a kick out of watching Mark Miller. Does he remind you of you back 20 years ago? Paul?
No, I was just hoping he's taking his medication. You know? No, he's got the right spirit for the song, I think. He approached it with a lot of, you know, fun and spirit, and he actually knew all the words.
Well, I think he can move.
I'm getting bugged off and moving down the same old street. We gotta find a new place where the kids are hit. My buddies and me are getting real well known. Yeah, I'm the bad guys know, so they leave us alone. I get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around. Get around, round, round, I get around.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Beach Boys.
We always take my car 'cause it's never been beat. And we never miss it with the girls we meet. None of the guys go steady 'cause it wouldn't be right to leave your best girl home on a Saturday night. I get around, round, round, I get around. 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 Round, round, get around. I get around. Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round. I get around. Get around, round, round.
At the core of it all is Brian and I used to get together before we were the Beach Boys and sing Everly Brothers songs. And we'd be always looking for that third and that fourth part. I think that harmony, and Brian was completely devoted to harmony.
The Four Freshmen, of course, were the influence for us harmonically. Chuck Berry and his driving rhythm guitars were the basis for the rhythm tracks. And then, of course, the topical songs, you know, about the Southern California culture. You know, that was brought to us through the surfing culture, you know. Dennis Wilson was quite a surfer. We went out a couple of times together. Yeah, it's interesting, you know. It's a nice way to get a little exercise, you know, if you can come back, you know, come back alive. Brian actually somehow osmosed all of us.
More Michael, please.
The music on the face of it is very simple. You know, there was a time when people thought it was sort of a little silly and lightheaded. However, musically speaking, a lot of it's quite deep and complex. And, you know, I mean, it was about going to the beach and, you know, having a car and part of the American experience.
Some loud bragger tries to put me down and says the school is great. I tell him right away, no, what's the matter, buddy? Ain't you heard of my school? It's #1 in the state. So be true to your school now, just like you would to your girl or guys. Be true to your school now, let your colors fly. Be true to your school. I got a letterman sweater with a letter in front. I got the football and track. I'm proud to wear it now when I cruise around the other parts of the town. I got a decal back. So be true to your school now, just like you would to your girl or guys. Be true to your school now, let your colors fly. Be true to your school.
It was over at Culver City High, November 7th, 1957. I remember the date.
I was a tall, skinny quarterback, you know, and Al was the fullback.
It was 49 flipped left.
And I said, okay, guys, pitch out right, pitch out left. I mean, fight.
Brian, you flipped right.
And I went to pitch out the wrong way, and Al was over on the side waiting for the pitch out, and he got clobbered by two guys right in the leg.
Whacked me in two different directions somehow. You know, right in the thigh, and broke my femur.
Broken leg.
Thanks a lot, Brian. It's been great. But I don't even think about that too much.
No, he brings it up to me every 10 years. He goes, boy, that broken leg was weird.
Nothing to get hung up about, and we've been great partners, and we've written some great songs together.
On Friday we'll be tacked up on a football game, and I'll be ready to fight. We're gonna smash them now. My girl will be working on her pom-poms now, and she'll be yelling tonight. So be true to your school now, just like you would to your girl or guys. Be true to your school now, let your colors fly. Be true to your school. Ooh, rah, rah. Rah, 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 rah,
We remade the vocals just enough, just different enough, so that now they don't fit in the parameters that we're so accustomed to after so many years. There's always an ooh, rah, 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 right at the end of sis, boom, ba, or whatever, right? But now we don't do the ooh, rah, rah, rah. We wait for a couple of measures, or maybe a measure, and then it's ooh, rah, rah.
Ooh, rah, rah.
Carl and I are looking at each other, whoa, yeah, well.
A couple changes, but
amazing. It's fun.
Help me run the yeah.
Shoot, I got lucky, I think. I know I got real lucky. I don't know. Why not? Why the hell not?
She was gonna be my wife and I was gonna be her man. But she let another guy come between us and it shattered our plan. Wore out
course. I mean, yeah, I think anybody out there mind to think this happens every day. And then it happened. And then I got the tape of it with my voice on it, and so I'm thinking, yeah, this is real.
It's very exciting for us to hear these songs in a new way and to have the new energy, new blood come into it is really is a lot of fun for us because these performers are really good.
Have fun, 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 now your daddy took your T-bird away. And we'll have fun, 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 now your daddy took your T-bird away.
Soulful country singing, which comes from the heart, is combining beautifully with the song material that we're coming up with. It seems like no matter what song we choose, it seems to work somehow.
It's their style and my style and whomever else they've been working with. So it's just good music.
I think we're doing a song called In My Room that I wrote, yeah? With Tammy Wynette doing the lead? Yeah.
In my room. Okay.
After I had done the whole song, then I looked back and said, oh, I see what I did. I was writing about myself.
There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets too. In my room, in my room, in this world I lock out all my worries and my fears. In my room, in my room, do my crying and my sighing, laugh at yesterday. Now it's dark and I'm alone, but I won't be afraid. In my room, in my room, in my in my room.
After meeting Brian and knowing how he felt when he wrote this song really makes it special to me because I can feel his hurt and his pain, his anguish. I know why he wrote this, you know, this was something that he was trying to get across. And I've always thought, too, that when you write a song, you have to live it or you can't make somebody else believe in that song. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and thank you for doing such a wonderful performance on my song.
Oh, God.
I'm just absolutely without beyond words. I don't know what to say. It means a lot to me, especially when you say, I won't be afraid. Oh, it means so much to me.
Thank you.
Well, the music does have a spiritual quality to it. Small wonder everybody, you know, connects to it so well, and it's so and enriches our lives and is soothing and, you know, healing and, you know, can bring us up and we can hear something sad and it's a real safe, you know, place to experience some of our sadness and get it out. Yeah.
Brian, honest to God, is kind of like a pop rock mono-off to me. And it just goes so deep with him. There's just something extra. It's subtle, but it's there.
You know, just background sounds, you know what I mean? Background singing. The idea of us being the big background sound for a country artist.
It's a really nice experience to have the Beach Boys back together as a unit. I don't think Brian has produced a Beach Boys record in about 10 years. And And working with Brian has been really fascinating because he's, as a producer, I mean, what producer wouldn't want to, you know, or can't credit some part of their career to Brian?
And it's going to be Thomas and Wilson.
No, Wilson and Thomas.
Wilson and Thomas, good, whatever, you know, are about to produce. Do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I hear the music, hold me tight, yeah. I hear the music, hold me tight now, baby. I hear the music, hold me tight. I hear the music, I hear the music.
Yeah, see, we did 2 layers on the
That
record.
sounds great.
Yeah, that could be really cool.
Go out there and do it.
This is the way I've always dreamed it would be. The way that it is, oh, when you were holding me. I never had a love of my own. Maybe that's why when we're alone, I can hear music. I can hear music. The sounds of the city, baby, seem to disappear. Oh, and I can hear music, sweet, sweet music. Whenever you touch me, baby, whenever you're near, loving you, it keeps me satisfied. And I can't explain, no, the way I'm feeling inside. You look at me, we kiss and then I close my eyes and here it comes again. I can hear music. I can hear music. The sounds of the city, baby, seem to disappear. I can hear music, sweet, sweet music. Whenever you touch me, baby, whenever you're near. I hear the music all the time, yeah. I hear the music all the time now, baby. I hear the music all the time. I hear the music, I hear the music, baby. I can hear music. I can hear music. The sounds of the city, baby, seem to disappear. Oh, and I can hear music, sweet, sweet music. Whenever you touch me, baby, whenever you're near. Whenever you touch me, baby, whenever you're near. I can hear music. I can hear music. The sounds of the city, baby.
You think we're just talking to ourselves?
I think we are.
All right, Joe, are we talking to ourselves?
Fanfare is going to be really interesting. You know, I don't think it's going to rain.
What, Sandfair? Is that it? Sandfair?
They have Colin Ray and Sawyer Brown's here. I think Lori Morgan's going to show up. A lot of good country fans. These are country music fans. They love everything.
American fans, the Beach Boys!
Ladies and gentlemen, let me say what a pleasure it is for all of country music to be enjoying what a wonderful, wonderful, legendary group. I'm honored as I can be to be on the album and to be here at Fanfare. Again, everybody, the Beach Boys.
To
surfing song coming up right here called Do It Again.
Please, let's see those hands move. It'll warm you up. You're kidding. Thanks so much. This here song is going to be a rendition not to forget.
To a dance God bless you. We love you guys. See you again, we hope.
It's a really new reincarnation of these songs, a whole new life to them, a whole new personality to each of the songs.
This is something really, really genuine happening.
And what Brian did is so wonderful. It's just still there. It's fabulous to do it.
I asked Brian one time, I guess we were just on a long conversation talking just about life and, you know, some of the stuff that we'd gone through. And I said, well, why do you think we succeeded in such a big way? He said, well, I think the music celebrated the joy of life in a real simple way.
You know what? It's all for good. I just want to do good.
Yeah, well, Mr. Harmony Meister here.
She walks to get ace now, she walks to get ace. Ooh. She looks like an ace now, she looks like an ace. Ooh. She'd rather get ace now, she'd rather get ace. Fun, 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 till her daddy takes a T-bird away. Fun, 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 till her daddy takes a T-bird
It's called Fun, Fun, Fun.
That's what it was.
Yep, came up with the idea for it, and I told Brian, and then they said, well, we got to start like a Chuck Berry song.
We were in Australia.
Australia? We were in Salt Lake City.
When we were over Fun, Fun, Fun?
When we came up with the idea, it was in the
Mike,
cab
your
in Salt Lake
memory
City.
is getting senile.
No, yours is. No, because as you can see, we agree on everything.